It's the Stand On It podcast. It's true.
Sit down, you gotta stand on it. If it's for certain, let's have around, you gotta stand on it. Open the curtain, it's going down, you gotta stand on it. Cause I put my stamp on it, so you gotta stand. You gotta stand on it. 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 You gotta stand.
Don't get shook now. Yo, we back. Hold your applause to the end like a graduation. But hey, it's your boy Truth, man, back for another episode of the Stand On It podcast. And listen, somebody told me this week that they could listen to me talk all day. And I say, you'll never have to worry about that, because you ain't gonna listen anyway. But hey, I got some guests with me tonight. I got my player partner, Highend Quay P, and this lady with me. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
All right, I'm Highend Quay P, the one, the only, the one that your baby mama be inspired to dress you like. Yeah, all that, man. We here to stand on it 10 toes.
Good.
Oh, what's up, y'all? It's me, Mirrors B.
Okay. You got anything else to add? Or just
Not right now.
Okay.
Not
All
right now.
right.
We're gonna
pop
dip
it.
in. Not just yet.
All right, yeah, okay. All right, so how we get the show started off, we have what we call icebreakers. We go through a couple questions and just give your response, what you think. What's the best off-brand chips? The best,
Off-brand?
best name brand chips, yo.
Chances.
But I ain't even never heard of Chauncey.
Yeah,
No.
man.
You had to put me
They
down.
don't call Chances.
What
They
they
call
is?
Clancy's.
Them shit.
Oh yeah, Clint from what's that? Big Lots. I seen those at Big Lots, yo.
I seen them at
And
Aldi.
Fred's, when Fred's used to be, Clancy's used to hit for
Yeah,
real.
Clancy's, the barbecue. I like the barbecue.
Tom's,
Oh, I love
Tom's.
that.
I
But
tell
that's
you
not
one.
off-brand, though.
Tom's is
That's
now. If you
off-brand.
think about Ruffles, Tom's is
Yeah.
off brand. You ain't gonna get
Okay.
Tom's
Well,
and
that's
like
true, that's true.
Publix.
Them
and
Toms,
shit.
though, bro. Them shit's a
Tom's
hit.
good.
Boy, those
Them
shit
Tom's,
hit,
them
boy.
salt and vinegar make
Those
the
salt and
Tom's
vinegar,
tight.
boy.
But
Bring your
that's what I
Toms.
like to get, but Tom salt and vinegar hit, but heavy. All right, so it's coming up to where it's beach season, pool season. What's a pet peeve around water at the beach or in the pool?
Hey, boy. You want me to go first?
Baby.
Fellas. And this for the fellas right here. Stop wearing basketball shorts
Boy,
in the
look
pool
why I say that,
with
boy.
no motherfucking drawers on.
Boy.
Coming up out the water, seeing pubic hair and ass. But don't do that, because I'm not going to get in the water, bro.
Boy, that's the worst shit, nigga. That's the same shit I said. Stop wearing ball shorts. Somebody had sent me a picture. A nigga was in the pool, ball shorts and socks. Nigga had both of them on, yo. But what I said is, I'm glad I don't frequent those places that attract them kind of people.
Yeah,
Like, you ain't
for
gonna
sure.
see that. And for a woman, shorts and a t-shirt is not a bathing suit.
You might
Right.
as well stay at home. You ain't
Stay
gonna
at
run it,
home,
baby, 'cause I'm
man.
pulling all mine.
That shit damn crazy as hell.
And
But
wear a
yeah,
bathing suit that fits you.
you gotta wear a bathing
Come
suit
on.
that
You
You
fits
never
you,
really
man.
see too tight. You see too loose. I don't like seeing a
Nah,
bikini that's
I
like
just be seeing
sagging
too
in the
little.
back.
I be seeing chicks who shouldn't don't even be in a bikini. You know what I'm saying?
No.
They don't need to be in one.
They need to
Oh,
wear
they don't
one
need to
piece.
be
No.
in one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they need to wear one piece like
Yeah,
a kid.
with the cover up.
Yeah, I was gonna
You
say,
know what I'm
with the
saying?
cover
Yeah,
up.
yeah, look, yeah.
You gotta
yeah.
respect everybody, man.
Yeah, you gotta be respectful, man. There's kids out here, it's eyes out here. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to do that shit to folk. Let me see what else we got over here. Yeah, so Prize from, you remember the Fugees, right?
Yeah.
Lauryn Hill, Prize, and Wyclef. So Prize revealed that he's been an FBI informant for the last 22 years. And now he's facing a charge. Well, he got charged. 10 counts of some bullshit with the FBI. So they outed his ass. He been an FBI informant last 22 years. Who do you see celebrity or artist that you like, man, that might be an informant for real? Like
Drake.
I wasn't expecting it. You think Drake an informant?
I don't think Drake is an informant.
Ooh.
But he gives suspect vibes.
Why I be crushed if Drake came out, boy?
I'm a second
when you can be in,
For
when you
real?
can be in too many places.
Think about this, bro.
You're too comfortable
Think
in too
about
many
this.
places.
It's like this, just like she was saying, like everybody know how to code switch, but Drake got the kind of power to where he say shit. Hey yo, you can't come in Canada. How he got that much pull, bro? Damn. He can ban you from coming to that motherfucker. You hear me? Or if you illegally or you can't legally come into the thing, boy, that boy Drake get on the phone, make some call, boy, you gonna come through automatically.
God, man. That shit, that would hurt, boy.
He got a lot of power, bro.
He do got a lot of power. But for me, it's, man, I feel like all these niggas really suspect.
I give you another one.
Who?
Jay-Z.
Oh, no, I can see that. I can see that.
For sure.
I can see that. Yeah.
I don't see it with Jay-Z.
So let me
He
ask
too
you
chill.
this.
He too laid back. He too confident
Meek Mill
in
too.
his beliefs.
Oh, Meek definitely the
Meek
police.
Mill, definitely 12.
I agree with y'all on that because a hood nigga, bro. I'm telling you. Look, what's the name? I'm telling. That's how hood niggas is.
Yeah.
Jay-Z, he too.
Nah, but see, Jay-Z, he low key with his though.
He
You
too
know,
collard.
I just say this: when you got enough power to goddamn have them boy free Meek Mill up out that cell like that, and you don't do politics, no nothing like that, boy, you sitting in some
money
different
talks.
circles.
Money talks, but it's a difference. Money talks.
Man, never know.
And Jay-Z the devil too. He into all that other stuff.
So why it can't be the feds?
Yeah. I ain't think of Jay, but I could definitely see Meek doing some damn.
Oh yeah, I can see him snitching,
talking this shit. Like, yeah, man, like they finna out. I was watching something the other day, man. I lived in Clinton, Lawrence, all that area. I was up there for probably about 5-6 years. It was a nigga who was a FBI was a police informant, told on some shit 10 years ago. So it had to be like 2010, 2011. The nigga got out in 2021 or some shit around there. Nigga murked his ass. And then they just put the shit out on the news like he was an informant and they killed him. Like, bro, that's fucked up. Like, they starting to out the snitches.
That's good. They paying them. They on payroll. They're just like getting fired from a job. They on payroll, bro. Like,
man, listen, man. If y'all niggas like I used to watch this shit with my parents in the heat of the night, boy.
Oh yeah.
Jimmy Dawes was the biggest snitch in the bottles, man. Jimmy Dawes will tell everything. They break them off a little grip. Y'all niggas gotta learn, man. It ain't worth it because they out on y'all. It's a dude on the run now. They let him out. He got 25 years because he murked somebody in Colombia. They let him out because he saved a prison guard in jail, and he told him that somebody else was about to escape, like a big known criminal. Wow. So they let him out. The family in Colombia who found out, they like, oh, hell no. So now he on the run. They trying to get him to turn himself back in after he was legally let out.
Why they want him back?
Because they said, they said he need to do the rest of his time. He only did like 8-9 years. He got a 25-year sentence.
That job fucked up the system, man.
The system fucked up, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they got a $5,000 joint on his head. Like, if you see him, turn to me and we gonna get you. But his lawyer was on TV like, y'all are really putting him in danger because now that they know he an informant, when he go back to jail, he's done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hey,
that's
bro.
fucked up.
Yeah, like, but hey, man, good banter. So, the first shit we gonna get into, man, I know my man's here is a business owner. We all in here business owners. So, when you think about business, what's some of your pet peeves when doing business with people, like locally or that look like you, or just business in general?
Small talk and negotiation.
Tell
Simple.
me more.
Like, just say this: we live in a time of social media, and I don't go out. Like, if you see me, you're gonna see me on Instagram, or
Right.
you're gonna see me on a platform. But as far as just being out, no, I don't
On
do
the
that.
scene, yeah.
So a lot of times I get a lot of DMs like, everybody want to know how much is this, how much is that, and what if I want to do this? Like, I feel you. Too much chip on your dip, bro. Too much dip on your chip. You tripping. We got to talk about funding and everything. So
Right.
it's just like all the small talk. No, just tell me what your budget is. Let's get it done. Go from there.
Yeah.
Negotiation. If I give you a price, don't come back and negotiate with me when I know, like, when them Jordans drop, you ain't negotiating with nobody else.
Hell no.
So
They
it's
can't.
like, they can't hear either, bro.
Yeah.
So it's just like, shit, at this point, like, my two things, small talk and want to negotiate. Can't do it.
Yeah. What you think about that?
He already know. I have to let him know, like, if you give somebody too many options, it's a wrap. Because at that point, now I can question how much you charging for this. We're not sending mock-ups for free. We're not doing any of that. Now, of course, like, if it's like you might, like, we family, like, I know you gonna come through, like, that's different. But it's always good to have, like, your foundation laid out. Like, I used to have to get on him all the time, like, had that site up. You're not talking to me directly. You can't speak to me. This is Huey. You talk to Huey. You don't talk to me directly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they give people, like, they feel like, okay, if I could talk to you directly, like, we can have a full-blown conversation, they're going to try to question you. Like, nah, this is my price list. You look at that. You let me know what you want. Like, ain't nothing else to talk about.
Yeah. I like that because ain't nothing like a nigga who will just talk you to death.
Can't stand
And
it.
just try and waste your time knowing they not going to spend no money. They not going to do nothing. So what I do now, I just drop the price right off.
Yep.
They like, hey, man, I like what you... Yep, this the price.
Yeah.
And then they don't respond. No
That's how
more.
it
Like,
go.
you know what I'm saying? But I also, man, I hate... Listen here. I respect anybody who doing what they doing. But I hate when people just give themselves a title. Like, let's say...
That's a good
Let's
one
say
right
you
there.
just doing taxes.
Yeah,
And now you're an accountant.
yeah.
You didn't go to school for that, bro.
You have no degree.
Or you know how to fix a few things, and now you're a contractor.
Yeah.
Where's your contractor license? You just a handyman.
Where all your work at?
Where your work at? You know what I'm saying? Or a motherfucker might say, I changed the timing belt. Now I'm a mechanic.
Ooh.
But it's like,
Well,
bro,
man,
where's your credentials?
I ain't gonna, with that mechanic shit, they need to stop that. Listen,
We had
I ain't gonna say no names, cause I don't know. I know he ain't gonna watch this shit, but
You never know.
I had this guy, man, and you know what I'm saying? Like, first time, bro, I ended up driving my Camaro from the mountains, right? I got back to the crib the next day. I think it was like the tie rod or something had broke off, so the tie was leaning in.
Word.
Got the black dude, man, like, I knew he was a cheese biscuit, bro, but he came out, he fixed the car, bro. I ain't never had a problem since. Thought it was good, but this the problem, though. Every time he come to fix something, he don't know shit, so he always
This guy
on
be
YouTube.
on YouTube.
He a YouTube mechanic, bro.
YouTube
Like,
it.
he gonna
Word.
fix that shit, but he
he
gonna
gonna
take
YouTube.
about an hour or something on YouTube. Oh yeah, this how you do it.
God. Yeah, no, I see. Yeah, I don't even know how I respond with that shit, boy. Like, you out there fixing my shit on... Now, if it's one of my partners or something, and we trying to figure some shit out,
Yeah.
but just you label yourself as a
As
mechanic?
And
You got a whole
he got a
contact
big old
everything.
phone thing on the side of his hip.
A
You trying to
clip.
run code. He got a phone clip on. I knew he was wrong then.
Yeah.
When I seen that phone clip, bro, oh shit.
Man, listen here, man. Y'all people stop, man, with business. Get your business together. Make sure your shit is licensed, all your paperwork in order first off. But after that part, like, really, because you got people who done really went to school and got these credentials, and you think you can just come and say, no, this is what I am, And you don't have the credentials to be able to say that. Like, if you talking about, oh, yeah, because, man, there was this dude, and he was in the barbershop talking about he was going to build his house, which cool, I salute you. And he was talking about he was going to add on. Before that, hold up. This is a story down when I was coming up as a kid. My pops trying to damn fuck with some people that he should not have been fucking with just because they was his homeboys. And they fixed a little shit around their house. They told him, we gonna add the patio on to the back of y'all house. And we go put the inserts where we could put the swimming pool in. My mama telling him, do not allow them to do that. Nah, they say they could do it, they could do it. Don't allow them to do that. Nigga, when they started this shit, I was 11. At 13... we had a back deck that probably was about 10 feet off the ground. And when you come out, the shit was so fucking high. When you come out the back door, you got steps to go up to the patio. Now, who the fuck put steps to go up to the patio? You supposed to walk flat out.
Right.
Our joint went up, and then it was slanted. So one side, you could come up on the patio. We, as kids, we would jump up on the side that was slanted down because it was only about 6 feet, 5-6 feet. The other side looked like Bobby Brown haircut, the Gumby. That shit slanted upwards. And they never put the pool in, never did none of that shit. And my pops paid them, man, I think it was some raps because I remember him and my mom, like, but she was so hot about that shit.
I know she was.
It never got fixed.
Boy, what?
It just looked like that, bro. That shit.
What color was wood?
It wasn't wood. It was concrete. Them motherfuckers used concrete. It was concrete. The way they built the deck up, they put like bricks. You know how you do bricks and you put the damn mortar and shit. They built it up like that and then poured a concrete slab over that. Damn. And then they put the steps, concrete steps. When you come out our back door, you take 4 steps up to get to the patio.
Was it not connected to the house in no kind of way?
It was connected to the house. Bro, that shit, you would have to see that shit, dog. That shit was fucked up.
Cement, bro?
That shit was cement. Check this. So, the year after my mom passed and we sold the house, a tornado came through and just destroyed the entire house. So they were like, damn, the house got destroyed and shit. So we were like, man, let's just ride by there and see how it look. Everything gone, but that damn patio, that shit was still standing, slumped and all. Like, didn't go nowhere. So I'm like, hey, they knew a little something,
Boy,
but
that's crazy.
Yeah, man. So, business people, if you out of your wheelhouse, because sometimes people's pride won't even let them be able to, I can't do that.
Yeah.
They'll still be like, oh, yeah, I think I could do it. I could do it. Knowing they can't do that shit, man.
Before we get off the topic, though.
Yeah.
You said titles.
Yeah, titles.
Because I worked hard when I was younger. I modeled from the time I was 8 to 18.
Mm-hmm.
But we got a lot of models out here.
Boy, we were just talking about that.
I used to talk about this all the time, like Instagram model. Like, I felt some type of way because I worked for mine.
Yeah.
Like, portfolio and all.
Yeah.
Just like being a creator. Like, you can't just say you a creator for real. Like, you can't just say that. Like, it take a lot. Like, consistency, hard work, dedication. It take a whole lot of stuff. You can't just make a cute reel, post it, get a couple thousand views. Now you a creator.
Or
like,
influencer.
Or influencer. What type of influence you got?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And not to toot my own horn, but the bragging rights fit me. Like, having influence is talking to young people. Like, I done been to school talking to young kids. Mm-hmm. Like, I was on the dance team from when I was like 13 to 18 as well. And I went back and mentored those girls. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And as far as being a creator, I wrote my own short film. My first one, when was it, like 2019?
It's hard.
Yeah, and I dedicated it to my daughter's father who passed away. And like, it was like a lot of killings happening in Greenwood. And I dedicated to all of the guys who passed away. But it took, I had to pour my emotions into that. That's being a creative. Like, so I got a problem with everybody saying, like, you know what I'm saying? Because it take a lot. You know what I mean?
But again, that's why most people figuratively right now, you gave them the option of the stairs or the elevator, they gonna take the damn elevator
Every
That's
time.
facts.
because they don't want to take them steps to get to where they need to go. And it's crazy you said that. Me and Murray was talking about that before you came, about how people be on social media. I'm an influencer, I'm a model. And I remember this chick I was dating for like at least 6 months every weekend. This was years ago. We was going, I think it was called Millie Lewis or something like that. She was modeling, going to that shit. Yeah. And I got to sit there, watch her do her thing for hours.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like now people just put a filter on, turn your camera on, and now I'm this.
Get a few
Crazy.
fillers, get a little
That's
BBL.
crazy, man.
Now I'm a model.
That's it, man.
It just take away from people who really want to do stuff like this. Like they
Yep.
passionate about it, you know.
Yep.
Even with the verified checks, like on Instagram, you could pay $14.99 a month. Like that's crazy to me.
What's
But-
the purpose? That's my thing. Like, outside of them making money, what's the purpose of having that blue check?
Validation.
That's it.
How you gonna validate a nobody?
Bruh, that's
We
it.
don't know that though.
But
And
nah,
a lot of people really are mentally
Think about that.
disabled. Like they don't care.
niggas
Like
got 5,000 followers, and about 3,500 of those are bots, but they verified. For
Not
what?
even that, bro. I seen a nigga with 400 or something with the check.
Right?
I
Why
wouldn't
is
even
he
bought the check
verified
with
for?
400.
And niggas
dollars.
talk different once they get that check.
Yeah.
Right.
They really be talking
Them
different.
boys lost in the metaverse, bro.
But
I'm telling you.
They lost in.
it's
Right.
bad, man. With this verification, we were talking about all that shit, synchronicity. We were talking about that for y'all came. Like people online verified, and hey, they make sure you know I got the blue check.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That shit don't change nothing though, bro.
man. Listen,
Niggas ball in the metaverse, but broke in the universe.
in the universe,
That shit wild.
it diminishes it. Like if I was a celebrity, I wouldn't even want the blue check no more.
Listen.
Hey, take the check off
Listen.
my shit.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like it's crazy.
Yeah,
It's
take the
crazy.
check off me, cause now it's like the check used to be like the VIP at the club. The shit ain't for everybody, bro.
Yeah.
Like you got the cut lines, and then you got the lines that niggas gotta pay their money and wait.
But they smart though. Like whoever, how they orchestrating this shit, they smart just because like they know that niggas was paying other niggas like 10 bands,
Right.
3-4 bands to get verified right at
Yup.
one point because that was the
They
hustle.
cut out the scam.
So they're like, all right, bet we're gonna cut him off. We're gonna get him like. Then they made like damn near $1 billion when they first did that.
They made an ass of money.
Come
bro.
on, man.
An ass of money.
Got the scammers pissed off now.
An ass of money. People mad at Elon about that shit on Twitter, but shit, Elon a businessman. If you don't know
Yeah.
shit about Elon,
Yeah.
Yeah.
he don't give a fuck. That nigga
No,
go get
man.
his bread by any means necessary.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, man. So good shit. Next shit I want to transition into. So I've been knowing my man Quay here for a minute, man. And one of the things I seen you post, it was a couple weeks ago, and I had told you like, yeah, that shit real. We done had a few conversations about it, about like what it means to have a good woman on your team. You know what I'm saying? And why like dudes ain't getting it. Cause see, a dude told me a couple weeks ago, boy, you always with your old lady. You want me to be with you?
Right.
What we talking about? Why, where else would I be? Like,
They lost in the sauce, bro.
yeah, man. But I wanted to ask you about that. Also, me knowing you and knowing you got a strong father figure.
Yeah.
I had a strong father figure. My homeboys who I know who didn't have that, didn't come from that, they the ones with that mentality still.
Yeah.
And even some of my older OGs in their 50s, 60s, my uncles who didn't come from that, they still out here woman to woman. Hey, what you think going on with that?
Shit. A lot of them on the internet, bro.
Mm.
They ain't living real life.
Mm.
They lost in the sauce. Like, I say this. I tell my girl this all the time.
Mm.
I be like, shit, I ain't no doctor. I ain't no lawyer making buku money.
Right.
But at the same time, too, though, I make good money. You feel
Right.
me? Good enough to do what we need to do.
Right.
But shit, a lot of men, the downfall be shit. We lack structure and organization, bro. But a woman, she gonna come in and she gonna be like, all right, look. Really, a woman job really is there to check you, because you know how we is, bro. Like, shit,
Be
if
all
I'm
point.
sleeping with 3-4 different women, like, nobody can't tell me shit. Ego through the roof. But when you got one, bro, they're gonna come in and be like, hey, look, man, you got it, but you can have more, and this where you fucking up at.
Right.
That's where that value come in there, bro. Like, you gotta cut the noise down sometime, bro. So it's just like, I know niggas be wanting DM my woman, this, that, and the third, woo, woo, woo. I get it, bro. So they just let me know, like, but I got me one. Stay in the house.
Right.
She gonna help me organize this shit. Like, I had the same thing when she got with me, but shit, now it seemed like that shit times 3, bro. And I ain't did nothing different.
Yeah.
That's what niggas missing it at, bro.
I can dig that, man, because I always been kind of like a relationship type nigga.
Yeah.
But I was always a side chick type nigga too, you know what I'm saying? And when I got with my lady I got now, like, bro, this woman, damn, she done opened my eyes up to just so much shit. Like, hey, this is what we need to do. I'm talking about from a spiritual level to just, like, she'll see something, I might not even see it. She'll be like, I be thinking, hey, man, I'm on point nigga now. You ain't gonna get one past me. And she'll be like, hey, watch that or that. And I'm like, huh? And then it always come what she be saying, like, hey, watch what you talking about. And then I could tell, too, what the conclusion I came to is, like, you know you got a good woman when niggas is questioning why you always with her. Or they questioning this and that. Because low-key, they want what you got.
Yeah.
But they don't want to sacrifice what they need to get there. Because they still want to just be here and there because they don't have a leadership mentality. See, it ain't cool to have one woman. It ain't cool to be settled down and locked in. It's cool to be able to say, but yeah, I've been with her. I got her. And niggas really thrive off of it.
Hey, what if I tell you that shit? They ain't thriving, they suffering.
They really suffering.
Just because at the end of the day, I'm going to say it like this. Again, shit, my girl here, we going to talk. We gonna stand on it real quick.
Yeah.
So, boom, it's like this. It been a time where, shit, I was single and I would date multiple different people.
Word.
You feel me? And I might have been in a relationship, still doing the same thing, but it just like, as a man, though, bro,
Yeah.
when you done had a woman and you cheated on her with a woman that had another nigga, now you ain't gonna settle down because shit, you built up your own insecurities thinking that even though you got the right one, you just like, but I did hit shorty that looked like she was happy. How I know this ain't happening.
Boy.
That's why they stuck in that shit, bruh.
Man.
Like, you shooting yourself in the foot.
Bro, I done been questioning shit because I know, like, she was married.
Bruh.
You know what I'm saying? She like, nah, hell no. You ain't gonna tell me. But it's women, man, that you can't put that jacket on.
Yeah.
Because that ain't what they do. And like nigga, if I don't go out, but if I go out to a bar or anything, my old lady with me.
Yeah.
Because I know for a fact, if anything go down, she right behind me. And she know that same shit. Like, anything, I don't worry about when me and her out. Like, none of that shit. And, man, that shit be different when you got somebody you can lock in with like that.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you? What else is going on? And the shit that really killed me, bro, like, and I was thinking about it, like, even looking at the examples of some of my uncles, man, like, I would have to get a talk from my parents before some of my uncles came around to make sure that I knew what his new girlfriend's name was. Like, don't say this.
Yeah.
Don't call Aunt what's the name.
Yeah.
It ain't that no more.
Yeah.
And it didn't click till I got older, like, damn. Like, he was in his 50s and 60s still living like that.
He missed it.
And you see, like, dudes still that age, still living like that, bro. Like, like, oh, I ain't never settling down.
So I got a question.
Yeah.
Those men that like 50, 60, shit, late 30s, 40s, that
Yeah.
still in it, how many are unsuccessful?
That I know,
Yeah.
0. 0.
But, bro, that's the secret sauce. Like, think about it. My girl always say this shit. But you gotta be careful what you listening to and what you watching, because, like, that shit really putting you in a trance to making you think that shit right. Like, all the music say, fuck bitches every single day and night.
Come
but
on
really,
now.
in reality, we supposed to be doing the exact opposite,
The
bro.
exact opposite.
To get where we going. But,
Man.
That's really true. And the reason why I'm adamant about that, like with anybody, I tell my brothers the same thing. I'm careful with what my daughter listens to, or just anybody, like somebody I meet. You know, what type of music you listen to? I'm old school. Like, I'm old school mirrors, but like I know it to be true because, you know, just for example, like when my daughter, like the whole situation happened with her father, like I can remember one of those guys that was involved, like listening to an NBA YoungBoy song, rapping the lyrics, and the lyrics correlated with with his whole situation. Damn. And just a few days ago, about a week ago, NBA YoungBoy I saw an interview that surfaced, and he was like, just think about all these lives, like I played a part in it. Like a lot of them were saying that they were listening to my music, riding on niggas, and you know what I'm saying? So it's true. Like that's a fact. Like even with females and young girls, like with the City Girl, all of that. Like come on now. Like this whole wave of BBLs and wearing lashes. You can't keep your eyes open. Long ass nails. It ain't nothing to do with the culture for real. It got everything to do with what everybody's saying, like in music. You know what I mean? Like there's literally no substance. That's why they had a problem with Nipsey. They got a problem with like rappers who talking about something that really matter for real.
Right.
But nobody wants to hear that. Everybody like you know what I'm saying? Like what's lit? Like
yeah.
So let me get your thoughts on that, because you kind of touched on it. So, and it ain't popular for women to be in relationships now either. Right. It's not, with all the city girl mentality and all of that. Like, how do you stay like focused, or what do you think about all this shit that be going on?
Well, for me, I'm going to say this too, how I feel about with guys. Especially, I feel like I'm 27. If you in your 20s, your mid to late 20s, and you're still partying, you still dating around. Because first of all, you play the dating game. When you like 18, that's when you really outside. Like, you might go to college, whatever. Like, you learning. Dating is meant for you to learn what you like and what you don't like. Not for you to get stuck in. Then you get some shit you can't get rid of. Now you really scared to get in a relationship because you're afraid somebody ain't going to accept. So that'd be the first thing. You be scared somebody ain't going to accept what you got. The second thing is, it's all fear based. If you can't settle down and be in a relationship, the first thing is you're afraid. You're afraid of whatever it is that you're comfortable with. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys, like, they get off on knowing a lot of females want them. But the way I see it, like a dude who selling drugs, whatever he doing, he flashy. That's the only reason a female like you. I promise you, I'm a female. That I don't know nothing else about you. I can't even see you through your clothes, your chains, the money you got out. You ain't even giving me an opportunity to see nothing else. So I like you for that. And so a lot of like females these days, women these days, they know that. Let me see, Young Miami, Lotto, Medicine. They done put it out there like it's these type of niggas out here.
Come on, man.
So that nigga with that 9 to 5, they got his own house, his car, he take care of his kids. Maybe he don't got a kid, but he got a degree. All that. Skip him, sis.
Yeah.
Him over here, he wears it. But if you get with him, you got to be comfortable with Sierra, LaToya, all of them. You got to be comfortable with what comes with that. And so they're just comfortable with that because this is just what's going on. Like,
it's reverse psychology.
Yeah, it's just what's going on.
Yeah.
That's all that shit is.
Everything
man.
is a trend. That's why TikTok and all of that exists.
It's
Everything is trendy.
It's dressed up and made to be something that it's definitely not. When I look at people, man, like 40s, 50s, 30s, that still living this life, because I look at it like, bro, when did you get off the porch? Because I've been off the porch since 17.
Long time.
So it's like, Bro, I done did all that. All the clubbing, all the strip clubs, all the street shit.
Yeah.
Why are you this late in life still want to live like that?
Because shit,
He lying to me.
do you remember when your mama used to always say, shit, stop trying to be grown before your time, be a kid.
Yeah, you trying to be grown.
Everybody ain't hear that shit, bro. So I got an uncle like that. I know he damn near 60, right? But the nigga got a mentality of like a 20-year-old. He got married young. He had a kid young. He got divorced young. So now he just lost in the sauce. Like, that just it, bro. Like, niggas need to slow the fuck down and just keep in mind, like, hey, look, this thing it's gonna be a progressive thing. Like,
sure.
we're gonna mess up, but
For sure.
you know, like, think about this, bro. I say this. A lot of times too, like, when you young and you making those moves like that,
Yeah.
at a later point, at some point, you just be like, bro, I'm tired of this shit.
Yeah.
At some point, you got to, especially if you, quote unquote, being in relationships and shit. Though I tell her, like, you ain't got to worry about me changing because shit's so stressful, bro. Like,
Boy,
I can't control the other person from calling me, texting me, doing whatever that. I can't control that. So it's like, I ain't got, nah, bro.
But it's so much more peace knowing I'm on the up and up. And then people get it confused too. Cause I was telling one of my partners, he was like, boy, how you do it? Like, you got you a good one, boy. Like, you. And I'm like, man, that shit ain't all damn peaches and cream every day now.
Yeah.
Amen.
But she the first woman I ever been with where it's like, hey, we gonna figure this shit out. Like, we ain't finna throw the towel in on this shit.
I'm
Like,
right there with you,
yeah,
bro.
we gonna figure this shit out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But everybody ain't worth that. You know what
Fuck
I'm saying?
no.
Like, and that's what I tell all my partners, listen, I don't give a damn what you say. Every woman, any woman that you get with, she gonna get on your damn nerve. But
absolutely.
at the end of the day, you gotta kind of stand back and say, but is it worth it though?
Right.
Is it paying off?
Right.
If it ain't,
Yeah.
keep moving.
Yeah. Like, you can have a woman who will get on your nerves, but everything else she brings to the table way outweigh that.
Yeah, you gotta,
Yeah,
do
so
pros and
I
cons
can hear
now.
some nagging or some bullshit for everything else you bringing to me.
Yeah.
Like, peace to my life. Fuck that.
So I got a question for you.
Yeah.
So when it comes down to nagging, typically, how do you respond?
But wait, before you even answer that question, is it really nagging? Because what's nagging? Before you answer that question, you got to tell me what nagging is.
Man, for me, okay, so nagging is if we've talked about the same thing multiple times and it ain't nothing that's harming me, it's nothing that's harming you, this is just my preference. And you keep wanting to talk to me about that, now you're nagging me.
Okay.
When I let you have your preferences, and it's cool. I might not like your preference, but I let you have your preference. Like, man, the shit really be funny as hell when you sit back and think about it. Like my old lady, she probably gonna kill me for saying this shit, but she did some shit, man. We out on vacation and shit, and she like, it's just my inquisitiveness and what I want to know and what I want to see. We on vacation. We at the beach. She sitting in the beach chair. The kids done ran to the water and shit. They down yelling and shit. So I'm like, I'm about to go out there and fuck with them. She like, hey, 'cause we got the music playing. She like, hey, let me play a song. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, shit, cool.
Yeah.
Left my phone. I'm out there in the damn water. She way up here on the beach chair, waving at me, smiling and everything. I'm like, yo, we out here living life. So
that's what he thought.
right. We get back. We about to damn go out and shit. She was like, I really want to say, like, you helped me solidify something, like, you're a good man. And, like, I'm like, what the hell you talking about? She like checked out my messenger, went through my phone and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? while I'm in the water? Like, nigga in the water. Yeah. And she just smooth, like, yo, like, hey, let me play a song.
That's her right there, smooth.
Yeah, like, smooth, but I wasn't even tripping about it. You know what I'm saying? If that's what she need to ease her mind, cool.
Right,
And
see?
she was like,
respect there.
hell, you want to look at my phone? Like, hell no. If her phone ring, bro, I don't even look. I be like, hey, your phone ring. Who is it? Just come see, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even be on it.
I don't want to
I be
look.
telling him my phone. He be like this here. He
Yeah.
really want
Nah, I don't get
Because
into
at the
that.
end of the day, if you doing something, you gotta sleep with that shit on your chest. At night.
You got
Don't have me in here sleep with it on my chest too, because I'm mad that you doing. Nah, like, that when you start looking bad now.
Yeah, but that, to your question, that's that nagging, like, you know, if it's just something I got a preference on, it ain't hurting the family, it ain't hurting me, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just my preference. Why are we talking about it again?
Yeah. I feel like a lot of times men get it confused when it's, and I'm not talking about you, baby. I'm just saying in general. Men, like, they get it confused because it's like they call nagging a situation where they woman comes to them talking about something that was never resolved. If I have to bring it up, again, it's not nagging. It's like, where's the solution? You said it was going to be a solution last month. There's still no solution, so I'm going to represent this to you, and we're going to try this again. But a lot of guys, they don't have the capacity, you know, the maturity level just isn't there to, because if you just going to keep avoiding it, I'm just going to keep bringing it up.
Yeah.
It's either that or I step. You can't have both.
See, I'm so laid back, though. She'll be saying that, I'll be like, man, okay. And she'll be like, well, no, I don't know. It just, don't worry about it. I just won't bring it up again. And I'll be like, okay. 2 days later.
Right.
But I thought you said you
like, yeah,
bring
we
it up
didn't mean
again.
that, but when we say we're not going to bring it back up or it's okay, it's never okay.
But see, you can't.
I found that out. Yeah, I found that out.
You know, you can't say that.
No,
to
men have to learn how to catch on.
Because a lot of times, bro, I say this be my thing. If we having a conversation, you said your piece, I say my piece. Let's get to a solution, man.
Let's get to the solution.
But most women feel like that's you saying, bro, shut the fuck up on time. But it's really not, though. Like, you got to think about it. Like, hey, you presented your issue. This is my issue. So instead of keep going back and forth, how we going to resolve this? What's the resolution?
Yeah.
Let's wrap this up.
Yeah. See, my thing is I have to work on, because like, what I do is like, man, if it's something like, okay, you want to keep talking about the shit, all right. Now that we talking about it, you got me all the way turned in. So what about this time? I'm bringing everything in. Goddamn, like, it'd be like.
Oh, wait, did you just say when she presents something to you, then you start bringing something up?
Yeah, because I done chill for a long time and I ain't said nothing. I just been chilling.
But guess what, though? That doesn't get brownie points. That's called not being able to communicate. You're not going to throw anything in my face just because I'm telling you something. Now we arguing. Because instead of us talking about the problem at hand, you want to say that you done gave me some grace I didn't even know you were giving me.
Right.
Nah, I can agree.
So, like, bro, we had these conversations, and like I say, shit, sometimes, bro, I might be at a place where I can have this conversation, and sometimes I'm just not, bro.
No.
But at the end of the day, like I was telling her, like, yeah, you know, when you think about it, she might do something that piss me off. I won't say it right then.
Yeah.
I call myself giving her some grace, but let her goddamn get on me about some shit, like, in the next day or so. Well, yesterday I got down. And that shit be my fault just because, like, shit, when that shit happened, I was supposed to say that shit.
Right.
Now that it's her turn.
Right.
Boy, listen.
Or the response be this. I be like, now you did this, I ain't even saying that. Well, that's your choice.
Yes, absolutely.
But I want to speak on it.
But why y'all sound just alike. But you want to know what? It's because y'all are men, and what I've learned to just accept and respect because I love him and I want to be with him is men were groomed to not express their emotions. So it's not that he doesn't want to communicate or he doesn't know how. He was never supposed to. So I'm just learning to be more patient with him because that's just how men were raised.
I can definitely relate to that. Goddamn, my pops went with all that shit, like sitting around talking shit out, like sitting around talking around a bunch of women. Like hell no, he went with that shit.
Go outside, man.
So, parenting. So everybody on this panel are parents. So it is a lawless society right now with parenting. I'm about to cue up the video and let me damn cut this shit down. Hold on. I'll cue up this video on the lawlessness that's coming along with parenting and how do you maneuver through this. So this is a video, and you probably done seen it circulating around. Teacher and student get to fighting over a cell phone.
I heard about it, but I ain't.
Right now at 6, Rocky Mount police are investigating after a fight between a substitute teacher and a student. It was all caught on video. Thank you for joining us. I'm Deborah Morgan.
And I'm Gerald Owens. This fight was caught on a cell phone camera by someone in the classroom. Since then, people have shared it more than 800 times on social media. WRO's Destiny Patterson explains this all started over a cell phone.
Hey, you finna give me my... It started as an argument over a confiscated cell phone, and it quickly escalated. The scuffle ended with substitute teacher Xavier Steele and the unnamed student on the ground. Steele's hands appear to be pressing down near the student's head, and the student screams.
Get a teacher!
It's not clear why Steele took the student's phone.
The cell phones is got no place in class. And then you're going to go up there and jump on a teacher or fight a teacher. That is wrong.
WRAL obtained the district's cell phone policy, which says she was within her authority to take it if the phone was visible. Or
pause that one right there, and here go one more. And it's numerous ones, but this is just the only one I just grabbed a couple of them here. But it's numerous ones. Here's another one.
Coming to his defense, not only students but teachers as well and parents as well. Behind me is the scene where it happened, Maywood Academy High School, the scene of that punch that has certainly, well, not heard around the world, but certainly heard around the Southland. As you mentioned, he was arrested, posted his $50,000 bail, got out of jail on Saturday, and now faces charges when he goes back to court November 30th. But as far as support goes, well, it's hands down for this teacher. It was a vicious right to the jaw in music class that sent a 14-year-old student sprawling. The man who delivered the blow, 64-year-old Marston Riley, the music teacher at Maywood Academy High School.
I just want to know if he's okay.
If he's okay?
Yeah.
You're concerned about Mr. Riley?
Yes.
How about the student?
The student, I don't really care about him.
And nearly all the students we talked to sided with Mr. Riley.
All the racial slurs of that kid, that kid was just being very disrespectful.
He's really calm, and he really respects his students, and he cares about his students a lot.
So I'm gonna pause it there, and first off, both of these incidences was over cell phone, and there's numerous ones you can look up and see over cell phones, them taking cell phones away. But before we get into the conversation about it, I was having this talk with my old lady. I was in the 5th grade. We outside at recess playing football with a brick. Now we got a brick playing football. The teacher come out and say, "Hey, y'all cut that out." Yeah, whatever. Teacher go back in. We still playing football. I throw the brick to this dude, go through his hands, hit the window. Break the window. So the PE teacher, who was also the history teacher, come out like, "Oh, all y'all in trouble." Bring all us who was out there playing football to the office. We all got a paddling. And then we got sent home for that day and told that we had to have our parents called before we could come back the next day. My mama came up to the school. Everybody else mama coming up there, picking them up. Now, we already done got a paddling.
Yeah.
They just picking them up, leaving, taking the kid home. I come up down, sitting down outside principal office, got my head down. I could smell my mama coming up. My mama wore the perfume that had a smell. I already smelled it. So I just kind of glanced up. She just looked at me. She said, "Hey, can I use your office?" He said, "Yes, ma'am." The principal, "Yes, ma'am." Boy, he walked out. She tore my ass up.
Oh, my
Now, you
gosh.
about to take me home. But she whooped my ass. What she was letting me know, oh, you want to put on a show? I really put on a show with you.
Yeah.
Like, she didn't come up there condoning that shit. Like, oh, he was up here doing this. They just playing games. And, like, nah, like, don't paddle my son. Because that was standing in school then. Nigga, you get out of line, you getting a paddling. Yeah, but as y'all being parents, what would y'all do if your kid went to school thinking, I'm about to damn go toe-to-toe with a teacher?
I'm going to smoke his cleats.
I'm a little different. I feel a little different, but I'm gonna let you go.
This is the first thing. Before a kid ever go to school, the first lessons that he learn is where?
Yeah, obviously.
In the house.
Yeah.
So therefore, y'all know rules is rules.
Yeah.
You respect your elders.
Mm-hmm.
If you get caught with a cell phone, the consequences that come behind that is they take that cell phone.
Yeah.
Don't go raise your hand at no adult. Now, if they come and they raise their hand at you first and they disrespecting you, by all means, have your way with them and we're going to deal with it. But just you in the wrong, you embarrassed, and you want your stuff, so you're going to put your hands on the adult. Like, nah.
Word.
We gotta smoke them cleats immediately.
Okay.
I mean, for that type of behavior, the reason why I say I feel different, and I agree with you, because it started at home. It do. The reason I say I feel different, first situation with the Rhode Island, the young girl and the teacher. Now, I could tell she has a smart-ass little mouth, the little girl. I could tell. However, that teacher shouldn't even be teaching because she got something going on at home or in her life for real to make her even fight. Because I was at a point in my life where I couldn't be nobody teacher. Because you get wrong with me, I probably did the same thing because I'm already going through something. Because that teacher should have already called another teacher in there. Most teachers, they're going to call somebody.
That's the story that it didn't show. She had called for back, and if you heard her say, go get a teacher, she had called the resource officer, several people to come get this girl.
Okay.
They didn't come. And the girl put her hands on her.
But she missed. The little girl missed.
Still.
But she should have walked out. But I'm just saying, still, like, you're still going at the same time, though. Y'all got to accept the fact that she... Let me speak. Y'all got to accept the fact that she was still going total. If you really wanted reinforcement in that room, you would have been standing outside that door waiting on reinforcement. You already had the little girl phone confiscated.
Not with her all on your ass. So let me ask you this: if you in a fight and somebody swing and miss, you gonna be like, "Oh, they missed me to fight over."
I care more about my license. I care more about my reputation. This little girl finna get expelled. I still got my job. For
they laid a substitute teacher.
She substituting more schools.
Just think about it in this aspect right here.
I ain't saying the little girl right, but still.
The way I see it just take it out of it being a substitute teacher. Just take it out of the classroom. Take it to the street. If you in the grocery store, you in Publix, right? And you about to get you some juice, and maybe you gave a little girl a little look, whatever, younger girl, maybe 15, 16 years old, and she come over there and she say, you know what, F you, and she swang on you, but she missed though, but you know she meant to hit you. Are you gonna walk off from this little girl, or are you gonna give her something to think about later on?
Poor analogy. That's different. That's different. Because first of all, that ain't even gonna happen to me.
That's probably the same thing that substitute teachers. Like, this ain't gonna happen today.
Nah.
Because in the heat of the moment, I look at it like this. In the heat of the moment, man, like, if I'm the authority figure and you don't like what I'm putting down and you think you're gonna swing on me, title or no title, it ain't no respect in this room, clearly.
For sure.
Yeah, no, and I get that.
And totally to the point you made originally, like where it started, I couldn't imagine my kid thinking ever in their mind it's acceptable for me to go in. But like, she would know better. Like, man, ain't no way in hell I could go to school and think I can do this. Like, I never even tried my mom or my dad. Like, one time I got a little out of character, didn't even swing, make no fist. My pop said some shit, and my homeboy like, man, he tripping. And I laughed. When I came to, he was whipping my homeboy ass in the yard like a man, and I'm holding my head. And this is just me laughing off him saying he tripping. I knew, boy, I ain't gonna never try my daddy.
Yeah.
Like, and for a kid to go to school and think, I can do this. Like, when my daughter was I think she was in 3rd or 4th grade, Belter Elementary. She came home, she was like, Daddy, this little boy said, you know, he'll kill me for real. Like, on the playground. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I talked to the teacher. I'm like, hey, man, you know, what's going on with this, and this? She was like, oh, he's just, you know, he's really a high-strung kid. He don't mean anything. I'm like, okay, well, I need you to make sure, you know, he ain't doing that with my daughter. He ain't putting his hands on her, none of it. So she like, okay, well, you know, I don't think it's that serious. You know how kids are. No, I need you to make sure.
Yeah.
So she came home the next day. Said he pushed her down on the playground. She told the teacher, and the teacher told her, like, stop telling so much. You know what I'm saying? Now, after I've had a talk with the teacher, so I go to pick up from the after-school program. She like, that's the boy who told me that his pops is there picking him up. So I go to him, and I'm trying to talk to him like a man. Like, hey, man, your son doing this. So now he trying to buck up. Like, and I'm like, hey, man, listen.
I be waiting on that day.
If your son put his hands on my daughter again, you got to put your hands on me. Man, I ain't trying to get in it. It's not going to be an option.
Yeah.
Like, you going to have to do this.
Yeah.
Like, because, but see, I wouldn't go up there, and she wasn't go lash out at her teacher.
Yeah.
Like,
no,
what the fuck?
I agree with that. Like, the whole just lashing out, like I said before I even got to that point, like,
yeah,
I could tell she has a smart ass little mouth, but the point I'm trying to make is I would have put her in a headlock, chokehold, something. But I'm not finna fight you like I would fight another grown woman, because I'm gonna really beat you. Like, I'm really gonna do you in.
But
so
these kids different though.
And I get that, but I'm different too. I'm a different type of animal.
Man.
So I'm gonna probably put you in a chokehold and carry you out to the hallway until somebody else can come and grab you. Just because. Now the second situation, I'm all for Mr. Riley. Because you could tell he was just sick of his shit. He was sick of that little dude. Like, he was sick of him. And he was swinging. You could tell, like, that was different.
He was over it.
Like, you better go ahead on.
Now, let me ask y'all this. The common theme with a lot of these that I've seen is a cell phone. What age do y'all think a kid should have a cell phone?
I feel like
when they got after school activities
when you
driving
got, you need to be able to call me.
Like emergency purposes.
I would agree with that. Because I can guarantee you, all these kids who fighting these teachers over these phones, you're not even paying for that shit.
Oh, right. Of course not.
So you over here yelling about give me some listen, I'm telling you, I couldn't even imagine getting a call. Hey, I need you to get up to the school. Your kid done jumped on a teacher. Yeah. I couldn't even, I don't even know how I would react.
You know, that's a good one. That's why I teach mine to act right, because, see, I don't want to have to be put in a position, now I'm going to jail, so you just going to go to school and act right.
Yeah.
Don't put me in a position, because they going to put me under the jail. I go up here.
Yeah.
You know, so just make sure you do what you're supposed to do at school, and we won't even have no problem.
Yeah.
People having kids, man.
Yeah.
That's
what it is.
Like, niggas need a license for everything else except have a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
And my mom used to like, when she had to come to school, I knew if she had to come to the school, be called by the school, automatic ass whipping.
Yeah.
And she would be whipping me and be like, I got to come off my job. And I'm sitting there thinking, you don't work. Like, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck? But I guess what she was saying, like, I have to stop what I'm doing.
Yeah.
To deal with you when you know we don't raise you to act that way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It'd be embarrassing for your parents to have to, you know.
My mama, she was sweet, though. Like, shit. If my mama say, at the school, call my mama and she at work, she ain't gonna get out of work. That's too sweet. She gonna work her 12 hours, She gonna let you play all day, get home good, take a bath. You
Murder.
forgot.
Yep.
You in the bed, sleep.
Yep.
But you hear her walk in the house on that phone, bruh.
Over
and
with.
You hear her say, all right, girl, I'm going to holler at you later. And you hear that draw in that belt buckle.
Man.
Bruh.
Like,
that mother come in and snatch some covers off you and tear your ass down.
It's over with, boy. It's over. The worst whippings is them wet whippings. You in the tub or something like that, nigga. But that's the worst. You sitting in a tub of water and that door swing.
Oh, you.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. My mama did me like that one time. I was about 15, bro. The shit hurt so bad, I squared off with her. Before I knew it, bro, I was in that motherfucker like, hey, hold on. I swear to God, bro, that shit.
That shit hurt so bad I squared up,
Yeah,
but hell
now.
no. Like, yeah, cause you'll just be chilling and it should be, nigga, I was so fucking bad. Real shit. I could be done been good all day. If I'm going so well, my mama will whoop me before I go, cause she said, I know you probably go do something while you gone, so I'm gonna go ahead and whoop you now. And I'd be like, damn.
She giving you your whooping.
Yeah, nigga used to get whooped before he go to an event, boy. But before we get out of here, man, I want to talk to y'all about, and I know you got the Highend Quay P, the high-end designer shit. I be seeing the shit you be posting, y'all be having that shit on, man. So when you looking at designing, cause me and you been designing shit together, you done did pieces for me for years, and the crazy shit about it, man, them shits is still good quality.
Oh yeah.
I can wash it, I can damn dry clean it, whatever. The shit still excellent quality. You don't see a lot of people putting that kind of time into what they doing or doing products that way. So when you going into a situation where like, all right, I'm gonna design something or this is a representation of my brand, like what's your overall thought process of what you want to capture or you want people to take away from your brand?
Quality, value.
Word.
That be it right there. It's just like, basically like, yeah, I can make some shit real quick and just throw it out there, but it's almost like when you put that time in it and you think about it and you go back to the drawing board even after you done, bro, it's just like the value so high. I can screen whatever number I want to because I know like you could wash it, you could dry it, you could stretch it, you do whatever the hell you want because I did my part, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I ain't trying to just get in, make a couple dollars in it over with. Like, nah, we trying to play the long game.
Right.
So
right.
that's what I be on, bro.
And outside of your quality, man, I pay attention to your details. You be real, you be into the details like, hey, I'm going to put this here. Like them Letterman jackets you did for me.
Yeah.
People still be asking me about them shit. It's like, bro, who did them? And I tell them, like, yo, like, just the detailing on that shit, yo.
Bro, that be it. A lot of people overlook. That's why a lot of people ain't successful. They overlook the fine details, bro.
Word.
That's it. Like, niggas go sign up for shit and don't look at the details of the terms that they signing up under, bro. So it's just like, just knowing that shit and just knowing like, bro, I know how niggas is. The first time they can find one thing wrong with what you doing, but they want to get out there and blast it out to everybody and say, I ain't even gonna give you the opportunity, bro. Yeah. We own that.
Yeah. I fuck with that shit for real. Why do y'all think, and this for both of y'all, why do y'all think that people equate how much something costs with it being a good quality product of value? You know what I'm saying? Like, and what I mean by that, I got polos that I done watch, them shit shrunk.
Yeah.
Your shit.
Yeah.
Still throw that shit on.
Take it further, man. What you think?
What was the question again?
So why do you think people equate, okay, if I go spend $100 on a t-shirt, that means just because it costs a lot or got a certain designer name on it, that's good quality? Why do you think money is associated, pricing is associated with just, yeah, this is quality?
It's just another way to throw your money in the camera. You know how most guys, like, they throw their money up, hold their money in the camera. if you got Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Christian Dior, it says you got money. It's not even about the designer. It's not about the piece itself. This says I got money and you don't. That's it. That's all it is.
Cause I know I was looking at an interview 50 did. He was like, he don't even wear that designer shit. Man.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like he was just like, why? Because it didn't cost them this much to make it.
Bingo.
So they hiked the price up 300, 400, 500%.
Yeah.
And then you think now you got a status symbol because, oh, look what I got on. But I just never understood that because it'll be like, boy, you'll spend one, and you could tell the people who can't really afford that shit. They'll go buy a piece, and they might post a picture of it, and you don't see them post again
No more because they didn't
for
take it back.
a month or 2 months, and they'll say this like, "Yeah, I don't even be on social media like that." As soon as they get another designer piece, it's another pic coming up, boy.
Crazy shit about it, bro. Like, just be real, like, shit, nigga, I done been there before. Like, I went through that phase where, like, shit, nigga, I'm buying Gucci bag, Louis Vuitton, this and that. And the real reason behind why am I going to spend this money like that to look like something like that shit be status symbols, bro.
Right.
That'd be the
If
thing.
you don't have a real passion behind it for real.
If you ain't got nothing like that, like one day I just sat down and I just like, damn, if I took off all of this shit, all of these labels and shit, and I was just a blank canvas, like, who gonna fuck with me?
Right.
Would somebody want to draw me for real?
Yeah.
If I stood in front of you just naked, and I not even just clothes off, like everything, the lifestyle, everything just off. Would somebody sit and take their time and draw me?
But see, that's why
want
we
to
like
interact with you.
Yeah.
Think about this, bro. When it come down to music right now, like just say this Future, one of the biggest niggas out here in the rap game right now. He do his thing, right? But have you ever sat back and thought about what if we can only hear Future and not see Future? Would we even like this nigga? Probably not. We don't really like him, bro. We don't really like his music. We just like the lifestyle that he show us because that's what we really want, bro. I just think about if you couldn't see none of the shit, the car you drive, none of that. You know you driving the car now, but you can't see it. Like, would you really like that shit?
That real shit for real.
That shit real, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
would you really like that shit?
I told my girl the rest of the year, fuck what it look like, what it feel like.
Okay.
That's how we gonna rock out. Like, that shit feel good.
Yeah.
It is good.
It is good.
Yeah.
Do y'all think people have a unrealistic view of them being fashionable? And I'll start. I absolutely.
Absolutely.
Lord have mercy.
I do. I
Lord
do,
help
man.
him.
I do. I do.
Man.
Yeah, absolutely. I love Lil Baby. I like, if I'm gonna listen to a rapper, I'm gonna listen to Lil Baby. I like Lil Baby.
I ain't no Baby fan.
I like Lil Baby, but I'm more of a Nipsey, Lil Cold World. I'm those vibes, but I brought Lil Baby up because it done been a couple of times where I done been like, he really thought he put that shit on, but what does he have on? Him,
That been
Gunna.
going too far.
I'm like, what are
Shit
y'all
going too
wearing?
far,
Like,
boy.
it don't look good. It's just designer. It's like these pants was $4,000.
Yeah.
But you
It don't look good.
This is
though.
what it is, bro. A lot of them done got that money. They done exhausted everything, bro. Like, shit. All the regular clothes, they done bought all them regular clothes. Like, shit. Now they want to, let's put on a dress, nigga. They running out of shit to do, bro.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever thought about that, bro? Like, when the lottery was going on, when that shit was damn near $1 billion, I was like, I don't even want to win, bro. And everybody like, why you say that? After I traveled all the countries I want to travel to and buy up all the material shit that I want, what the fuck else am I waking up for in the morning, bro? It's something about the thrill of the chase, bro.
Listen, man. Mark Zuckerberg, if motherfuckers who listening don't know, that's the founder of Facebook. And he used to wear like khakis and a white shirt every day.
Every single day.
And they said, well, why are you doing that? He said, I'm too busy to, number one, spend a lot of money on clothing, but to have to be thinking about what I'm going to put on. That don't matter. You know what I mean? Like, why do I even want to do that? Same thing with, like, If you look at like Bill Gates and them and all that shit, they don't wear all that shit, man.
They don't, bro.
They just be back chilling, little t-shirt on, some cargos. That's it, and they worth a ticket.
Right, like think about this, bro. How many times have you ever woke up on a Friday morning like shit, Mar payday, right? You wake up on a Friday morning and you got a white tee on, some gym shorts, maybe one of your favorite pair of sneakers and your favorite fitted hat, right? And shit, you got about 2-3 bands that's like to the good. You don't owe nobody that shit. That shit yours. Think about how that shit feel. Like you got a couple bands on you. You ain't got no designer, no nothing, but you got your bread and you know you got that. You ain't showing nobody. You got different confidence about yourself. Shit, like they say, the richer Jay-Z got, the less rich that nigga started to look.
Yeah. Hair
this
napping.
Nigga grew dreads,
just
bro.
didn't give a fuck, yo. Hey, nigga, hey, I be on, cause like I used to love sneakers. I still love sneakers. Nigga, the majority of the time now, you gonna see me in a pair of white ones.
Right.
Like I don't even want to go through the closet trying to find, okay, let me find this shoe to go with this outfit. Give me the whites and I got the blacks. Niggas crack jokes all the time. Like, boy, what you on? You got on black forces a day? Nigga, hey, it's just,
and you
it's
right,
simple.
bro. Like when you buy all them shoes and shit, that shit make it hard. Like sometimes I find myself during the day, bro, I wear 3 different pair of shoes in a day.
Shit,
Yeah.
Just because.
And I get on him about it because then now I'm picking shoes up because I'm tripping over big 12 shoes.
See.
But before we got off the topic, I wanted to add to that about, you know, what people be wearing. Like I saw a video yesterday. I sent that video to you with James Harden. That's his name. That's how you know the world lacks substance. People don't even talk about basketball like that no more.
Nope.
You got these basketball players dressing like rappers.
Yeah.
Like with this just weird stuff.
Yep.
And you want to know why? Because don't nobody care about their skills no more.
Yep.
Nobody cares about who won. Like, the game last week. Nobody cares.
That be the focus, what they wore to the game.
What they wore.
That's why they show them on their way walking in and shit. Like,
Never saw that before.
You know what I wish for though?
Before.
I wish for just 30 days the internet just go the fuck down.
Bro, I wish that shit. I was telling
all
him
social
that,
media platforms, like they out of service for 30 days.
Niggas will lose their shit.
People would be outraged.
Think about you remember when not long ago when Facebook went down?
Come on, man. Boy, my mama
so
hit
many
me up
folks
about.
was
Bro,
hot.
my mama hit me up. Why my Facebook ain't working? I ain't even on Facebook. I don't know.
Like that shit fucked a lot of people, man. And one thing I wanted to get y'all feedback on before we leave, I was reading an article and it was talking about all the Victoria's Secrets that's closing down. Lingerie sales is way down. So this was my thought. I sat and thought for a moment. I'm like, bro, lingerie used to be it had a certain provocativeness to it. But now the chicks show you everything. So why would you need lingerie?
Listen,
let's talk
as soon as you
about
wake up in the morning and get on Instagram, depending on who you following.
Yeah.
I had an old filthy following one time. Bro, it'd be 8 o'clock in the morning, motherfucker on here shaking ass. Like, what's up? Like, do you just wake up shaking ass in the morning?
That's what they own, bro.
But, bro, that what took it out, bro. Like, basically, think about it. Niggas be on the internet in love with a chick that's shaking ass. So when this AI thing advances, the way that they plan on it be, niggas gonna be out here tricking and getting virtual pussy. Like, they not even gonna like real women no more, bro.
Nope.
That's what it is.
No, think all the blow up dolls niggas is fucking with now.
Yeah,
now they can talk back to you. Come on, bro. Think about it. Now the blow up doll talking to the nigga. Like,
it ain't even a blow up doll. It's a mechanical doll who has like skin-like, skin-like body.
That's what happened in Victoria's Secret, bro. Like the internet, like,
bro, that shit sad, bro.
Fast fashion did it too. Like the Shein, fast fashion, because you could find the same similar stuff over there that you would pay $60 for in Victoria's Secret. But I definitely think you hit the head on the nail.
Like,
first of all, like, because when you go to Victoria's Secret anniversary, I'm trying to do some cute shit for my man, but what's the point now? Because it's just like, I can see it. That don't excite me. What else can you do?
But that shit really do program you different. Because when I read that, I thought about one time too. Like, chick had got some lingerie, and it was just me in that mindset. The programming, like, man, take that off, bro. I don't. Why you got that on? Like, man, take that shit shit off, cause every day you on your phone, you seeing chicks naked or half naked. Like,
and on top of that, that shit just done dated so much, bro. Like, think about
so if I went and got, because I need to get this
shit like a glamour shot.
Nah, so listen, do what I'm saying right here. It's like this.
So if I go put some lingerie on when we leave.
But see, you my woman, and we in a relationship. We been in a relationship, so it just like, oh, you doing something different. I get that. But just on the humble, somebody you just really met, and
man,
she done went and got some Taylor Port, and she come out the room with a cheap ass lingerie set on, and you be like, shit, you could have saved that money.
Yeah, man. Like, what is you doing? Like, hell no.
I'm trying to be sexy for you. Wrong one.
Roll, man.
Take it off.
That shit roll. But damn, man, we gotta do better, man.
Oh yeah, bro.
But hey, man, I appreciate y'all coming through, sitting down with me today. We definitely got to do it again. Before we get out of here, tell the people where to follow you at, what you got going on, anything you want them to know.
All right. Follow me on everything, Highend Quay P. That's on YouTube and Instagram. And Highend Hype Design Studio on Instagram. We finna drop, man. We finna drop rap tees. We got merch for the cheapskates, man. We got it all, man. We want something out of everybody's pocket. Mm-hmm. So, hey, just tap in with me.
Yep.
And y'all can follow me over on Instagram at TheMirrorsB. I just started a new YouTube channel, so make sure y'all go subscribe at Truly Mirrors. Make sure y'all go check that out. And my podcast is coming soon, If These Wounds Can Talk. And it's coming very, very soon. Got a lot to talk about. So, yeah, y'all make sure y'all come check me out.
For sure. Well, again, we appreciate y'all. And as y'all know, the video episode drops on YouTube every Thursday at 5. The full audio episode drops on all major podcast platforms every Friday at 10 a.m. Make sure you tune in on that. Subscribe, like, rate, review. If you're on YouTube, turn your notifications on. And if you want to be a guest, but make sure you got something to talk about, hit the email, isaypodcast@gmail.com. Until next time, it's true.
Sit down, you gotta stand on it. If it's for certain, let's have around, you gotta stand on it. Open the curtain, it's going down, you gotta stand on it. Cause I put my stamp on it, so you gotta stand. You gotta stand on it. 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 You gotta stand.